ora everyone, morena, ko Frian Wadia Tokoingoa. I am the chair for the NATINA Charitable Trust, and we are really excited today to have this yoga workshop led by Andrew Raba from Yoga Education and Schools. I'll get us going with the karakia, and at the end of the session, we will have time for everybody to chat with Andy and ask any questions that you might like, okay? So, karakia te matanga. Whakataka te hau ki te uru, whakataka te hau ki te tonga. Kia mākina kina ki uta, kia mātaratara ki tai. Ehi ake ana te atakura, he tio, he huka, he hauhu, taihi e Mauri ora. So seize the winds from the west, seize the winds from the south. Let the breeze blow over the land. Let the breeze blow over the ocean. Let the red-tipped dawn come to with a sharpened ear. A touch of frost, a promise of a glorious day. That is really beautiful here in Tāmaki Makaurau from where I am coming in. It's an absolutely lovely, gorgeous day. And we're really, really excited to have you join us. So without further ado, just want to share a little bit about NATINA. NATINA is the Neuroscience and Trauma Informed Network Aotearoa. It's a charitable trust that was set up last year in 2023. And our purpose is to bring together individuals who are doing fabulous work in the neuroscience trauma informed space, supporting our children across settings, education, community, in the home. And so we're really, really looking at how do we connect people with all the fabulous stuff that is happening? How do we make sure that the fabulous stuff that is happening, that individuals are doing or small pockets, little organizations and schools are doing, how do we share it and get it going everywhere else in Aotearoa? So that's our purpose and goal. We really, really want to create inclusive, welcoming, safe communities for our children to thrive in, and safe educational spaces for them to learn and grow in. So today we've got Andrew Raba. Andrew is the founder of the Yoga Education and Schools program. He has set up, alongside some like-minded people, a charitable organization to support the understanding of yoga in schools. And Andrew will introduce himself with a little bit more of a background about where he comes from, what he does, and why this work is so important to him. So on to you, Andrew. Please do introduce yourself. Welcome, and thank you so much for taking the time today to come and share about what you do with us, and also to guide us through some of that interactive work. Really excited to have you here today. Kia ora.
Kia ora, Fian. Tēnā koutou katoa, ko Andrew Raba tōku ingoa. Thank you so much, Frian, for hosting this meeting, and thank you so much, everyone, for joining. I know it's a Saturday morning, so I'm here in Tāmaki Makaurau as well, and it's a beautiful day. And so a little bit about me. As Frian said, I am the founder of Yoga Education and Schools Charitable Trust New Zealand, and our goal is to bring the practices of yoga into the mainstream education system so that every young person in New Zealand leaves school equipped with like a simple daily moving and breathing practice, okay, for mental well-being, for emotional well-being, and for a sense of connection to the natural world, a sense of connection to others. All of these things yoga supports so deeply. So that's our big picture goal, is to make resources and visit schools and educate educators in how they can pass on these practices too. And what I want to show you today is just how simple these practices are and how simple yoga is for everybody. So my teachers are T. Krishnamacharya and TKV Deskachar, which may or may not mean anything to people. But Krishnamacharya was known as the father of modern yoga. And he's the teacher to BKS Iyengar and Patabi Joyce, two of the big famous names from which a lot of the brands have come from in the West. And the hallmark of his teaching was that yoga must be adapted to the individual. Okay. This is Krishnamacharya's insistence. Traditionally, yoga was taught one-on-one, and it was adapted to each person's body type, their age, their health, and their cultural background. So it's a very important point. Yoga is adapted to your life, who you are, and your culture. So it's not one size fits all, everyone doing the same thing. It's a personal practice. And yoga is something that each person does in their own home. Okay, so studios are a modern invention. It's totally fine. But what I want for everybody is to have their own personal yoga practice that feels right for you. And this is what we want for the teenagers and the children as well. So yoga is not religion, and it's not a specific cultural belief system. It's there to be fitted into whatever your life is in all its aspects. Okay? It's there to support your life, whether you're an atheist, a Christian, a Hindu, whether you belong to Te Ao Māori, everything. Okay. And the second key feature of Krishnamacharya's teaching is a total focus on the breath. Okay, so yoga is the unitary movement of body, breath, and mind. It is a practice of whole body, deep breathing with some simple movement, okay, which we'll discover today. And indigenous cultures and scientific cultures worldwide there's a huge recognition that the breath is a central pillar of a person's well-being. In traditional cultures, it's acknowledged that the breath is the bridge between the mind and the body. So whenever the mind feels like it's living a life of its own, or it's good, and we all know that it has that tendency, then you have this yoga practice of linking body movement with breath, and it brings the mind back to the whole body. Okay. Yeah. So that's a little brief overview. Now, it's a little bit different from what is happening in the studios. Okay, it's very breath focused. It's for everybody. You don't have to be skinny. You don't have to be flexible. It's not gymnastics. No one's going to break a sweat. You know, this is yoga for everybody.
That's amazing. Andrew, can I just jump in? I just have to jump in here. As you were talking, I was just thinking, wow, I love that. Yoga is inclusive. That's what I was thinking about. Because, everything you mentioned, it's adapted to the individual person. It is really person-centered. And it is for everybody, and it is incorporated into your daily routines. That's what is supposed to happen. So it's not supposed to be an add-on, like, the specialist targeted services that often, get prescribed. It is part of your life. I love that. As you were talking, that's what I was thinking. I was like, wow, yoga aligns with all the inclusive education principles and basically in general the principles of inclusion. So it's fabulous. That is so interesting. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for hearing that. I agree. Yoga is not to make the individual align to anything.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not the individual conforming to anything.
yeah,
It's each person having their own life and being intimate with their own body and breath.
yeah,
Everyone has different, Mother Nature throws up all kinds of wonderful, we're all so different.
yeah.
in all kinds of
Absolutely.
ways. So yoga honors the individual. And yeah, thank you. So I teach this, yoga education in schools was born because I got a job as a school librarian over at Western Springs College, Napuna o Waiora, about 4 years ago. And it was during the pandemic. And there was, huge stress amongst teachers and students.
Mhm.
I just someone found out that I knew how to teach yoga, and I offered a class, and then it's slowly grown.
Okay.
And now we teach at my school every week. There's a staff class, there's a class for teenagers, and there's a class for high needs. So autism, Down syndrome, lots of different. In the high needs unit, you can also bring this in. So yes, inclusive for everybody.
Amazing.
That's the plan.
Fabulous.
So what I want to do, I just want to quickly know, before we do a practice, I just want to see. So I've met Tracy before. Hello, Tracy. Good to see you. And
Good to see you too, Andrew. I'm excited to be back again.
yes. Could everybody just tell me in about, just 30 seconds what your interest is in this workshop, what you've come for, and so I can just understand that before we do a little practice. Yeah. So would we start with you, Tracy, just in a little soundbite? What have you come for today? And
Kia ora, everyone. I'm Tracy. I'm a resource teacher of learning and behaviour in Auckland. And I'm currently working part-time and studying part-time. And my inquiry focus is trauma-informed practice. So this aligns with the work that I'm doing. I mainly work in primary and intermediate schools, but I do go up to year 10.
thank you so much, Tracy. Good. And just below you on the screen is NPV MPR, but I assume that's not your name, but
Sorry, Copilato Kuingoa. This is my husband's computer. Kia ora, everyone. My name is Pilar, and although I'm the deputy principal of Auckland Special School, I'm here as a mother, as a foster mom of a very complex and yet amazing little boy with a very complex diagnosis of autism, trauma. So I'm coming here to, I've done yoga through my life, but the busyness of life it's keeping me away of the practice, and I want to recover the practice because it's been so useful in my life. So that's what I'm here for.
thank you so much. Well, I can give you something that will be useful both for you and for your son. And yeah, so everyone knows I've got some yoga videos, everything you need to establish your own personal practice. So thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you, Andrew.
And just below you with the blue curtain is iPad. Would you introduce yourself?
You're still on mute.
Hi, sorry, I didn't give a name for them. My name is Nandini. I actually like the earlier person said, I was doing yoga, but you know how it is, it just kind of got left out somewhere along the way. So I want to restart. And also I've just started like a part-time carer job for a boy who is autistic.
Yep.
It's just a small, like just a 1 hour daily. It's my neighbor's son. So I'm just, just because she needs help, but I think this will help me a lot because it's a bit difficult. I've had no experience before. So I think this will just help me to deal better with him. And of course, for my own well-being as well.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
And is Kitty there? Or I noticed she had a message that she had to leave, but if you're there, Kitty, you can introduce yourself. Otherwise, we'll go to Bridget. Hello, Bridget. Kia ora.
Kia ora. So I'm Bridget. So I'm currently a kindergarten teacher and also studying a postgrad in specialist teaching. So I'm interested in supporting children through anxious times. And so just using or looking at yoga and implementing that to support children through, with their mental health and things like that. Just any other strategies that we can use to support, children. All good.
Yeah, thank you so much.
No worries.
And then just below you with the beanie on, is it Ismot? Ismo?
Morning. I got this invitation through my son's school, Oakland. Hi, Pilar. My son is Izan and he's nonverbal autistic. But he's a lovely little boy. I'm not here because of him. I'm a registered social worker and I work with homeless families. But in the end of the month, I'm going to join a very notorious organization, Oranga Tamariki. So I'm quite nervous about the things that I'm going to be exposed to. That's why I just thought I'll just take this chance to, focus on my well-being. If I get overwhelmed, which I will be for sure. Yeah, that's why I'm here.
Thank you so much. That's amazing. An important meeting. So we'll give you something that will serve your well-being.
Thank you.
And there's a few people with their screens off. I'm not sure if you're there, Lee. Hello.
Hi. I've got 2 adopted children that had early trauma, and one's autistic, and one's got fetal alcohol. Very high and complex needs, a child with fetal alcohol, so live with a lot of violence. So my central nervous system's absolutely shot at the moment. It's really out of whack. So, and also systems trauma. I think systems have traumatized me more actually for fighting and advocacy and meeting brick walls. So that's been harder for me than living with a violent child actually. So yes, I'm here because I think NATINA's doing amazing work in schools. So I'm just interested, but I'm interested about, because my children wouldn't do yoga, but for me, for nourishing myself and sort of putting my nervous system back into alignment, because I think quite often it's all about the children, but actually we need to look after and nourish ourselves first and foremost so we can be the best we can be for our kids.
Thank you so much. Yeah, there's a statement in yoga traditions such as body, breath, and relationship in that order. You have your own intimacy with your own body and breath, your own practice of releasing what you don't need, receiving what you do need, and resting, being with yourself, body and breath, and then you move into relationship. Yeah, so that's exactly right. Okay, thank you. Good to meet you, Lee. And Mangala's down there as well.
Yes, hi, it's me, Mangala. I got connected through Auckland Special School. I have a child with a special need. Nice to meet you all. My apologies, my camera is not working at the moment. I'm keep trying to.
That's okay. That's okay, Mangala.
Yeah. I have a little bit of knowledge of yoga, but I never been participated in any exercises or anything.
Yeah,
I was interested to join in and see how it works.
beautiful.
For myself and my 2 children. Yeah, so
Thank you so much, Mangala. So what I'm hearing, and it's completely beautiful, is that everyone gets their own simple daily yoga practice. About 15 minutes, something like that, is all you need. And we'll run through a practice today that is that practice. And also I'll share videos and resources they'll email out. Okay. So that's my job as a yoga teacher, is to support you to have your own daily moving and breathing practice. Okay. And then the second thing is, in that practice, you'll learn this breath called Ujjayi breath. Sometimes it's called ocean sounding breath. Okay. And it's a way of, it's the breath we do in yoga that is to breathe as the whole body and is deeply calming for the nervous system. And so if you have your own daily practice of moving and breathing, then with your kids and with your students, you can just show them that breath and see how they respond. Yeah. And it's a little tool for them. Yeah.
Andrew, can I ask you, and this is something I've always sort of wondered. In order to do yoga, is it essential that you have that calm space and environment always? Or can you also do yoga in the moment when you're in the midst of somebody having a meltdown or screaming or yelling? And the reason why I ask is often so I've got an autistic son who is non-speaking. But he stims a lot. He makes a lot of noises. And, you know, even his happy stims can be quite loud and sharp, the noises. So especially when you are doing something, you're busy with something, or you're, you know, really sort of rushing around trying to get everything done, and then you hear the loud scream, it literally throws your nervous system into that fight flight mode. That's the first reaction, right? And it's your natural body's reaction. How do you then at that point, I mean, most of the time I can manage, you know, with the I would say it's the brain down that I usually work, going, of course he can't talk, you know, I know he can't speak, and that's his way of communicating. And so I calm my nervous system down through that. But sometimes you can't. Sometimes, you know, and so can you in that moment use the body up? I have found that rocking, swaying for me, sort of getting some movement going, you know, the rhythm can help a bit. And the deep breaths do help. But what else? Is there something else further that can be done in that moment? Because I'm hearing there's a lot of carers here anyways. I think that might be really useful to know. In the moment, can we use it? Or is this something you only do, you know, in a calm, quiet space?
Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, there's this breathing that we'll learn. You can use it in the moment, but what I recommend is that everybody finds 10-15 minutes of carved out time in the morning or in the evening, whenever you can. Morning's pretty good because it sets up yoga for the day. But if you find 15 minutes of just your own space to be intimate with your body and breath, to rest, to link the mind to your whole body, okay, then you'll find that quality of calm relaxation will bleed into the rest of your day and your relationships, okay, and it'll just be there without you needing to do a technique, okay. So the absolute priority in yoga is for each person just to have that 15 minutes at some point in the day. And then generally the advice is to just forget about it for the rest of the day. But you'll notice that it has implications for your relationships through the day. Yeah. Like a little experiment. I'd like you to just try it and see what happens, you know?
Thank you.
Beautiful question. Yeah. Okay, so that is time, because I want to do we want to do about a half-hour practice. So if everyone's ready, let's stand up and I'll show you how to do this breath. Good. So would everybody please stand? Okay, now the breath we do in yoga, Ujjayi breath, it's with the mouth closed. Okay. The breath moves through the nose, but it makes a soft rushing sound in the chest, kind of like the ocean. Okay. It's the breath our body does when we're asleep, so we kind of know it, but we might not have done it. So I'm just going to lean in close and show you what it sounds like. Can everybody hear that? Okay, so it's not a sniffing breath. Can everybody just sniff a little bit, like you're sniffing a flower, like... It's not that. Now, the way to find this breath is if everybody holds up a pair of glasses, like imaginary spectacles, and if with your mouth open, make a ha sound as you fog up the lenses, like ha, 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 ha. Good, and keep going. And just get used to that, like a ha, ha, ha. Good, keep going. Slow it down a bit. You feel that ha sound at the back of the throat. Like, ha, ha, ha. Good, 2 more times. Okay, now make that same sound with the mouth closed, the same action. Don't worry about the inhale, just focus on the exhale. Free inhale and then good, 3 more times. And just slow it down and see if you can make that soft rushing sound, okay? Good. Is that there for people? Give me a thumbs up. Yeah? Yeah? Okay, good. Now the big secret of yoga is to make the same sound on the inhale as the exhale, and it's a little bit more unusual at first. So would everybody put 2 fingers at the base of their throat and lower your chin to your chest. Okay, mouth closed, and just see if you can make that soft little sound in the top of the chest, almost like you're breathing directly into the point where your hands are. Okay, good, and just get used to that. Okay, should sound a soft rushing sound. Feels like a very slight constriction in the throat, like good, keep going. 8 more breath cycles. Same sound on inhale, same sound on exhale. Good. You notice that instantly and calming. Good. 4 more breath cycles. Just inhale, little pause. Exhale, little pause. And don't worry if it's not there right away. It will come. Okay, good. Now tell me, can you give me a thumbs up if that's there for you? Yeah. Good. So it's a little bit unusual, and it comes over time, but this is good. Okay. So that is what's called ujjayi breath, ocean breath. And with your children and young ones and autistic kids, that is very powerful for them to have just that. Okay? But we're going to do a little bit more, and we're going to combine that movement, that breath, with some movement. Okay, so what I'd like everyone to do, just standing there, would you do this? On inhale, bring your arms in a circle around the body and see the hands. Pause. Exhale, arms come down. Good. And just give that a go. See if you can do it. Link that breath to that movement. Yep, that's good. That's good, Bridget. Yep. Give it a go. Inhale. Arms in a circle. Exhale, arms come down. Good, keep going. First principle of yoga, body movement is linked to the breath. Beautiful. You should be able to just hear your own breath. No rush. Good. Notice how there's a little pause as the breath turns around. So it's inhale, a little pause. Exhale, a little pause. Good. 3 more breath cycles. Keep going. So you're deep breathing. Breathing is the whole body. Good. Okay, keep going, but we're going to increase the movement just a little bit. Okay, so 1 more inhale, come up. And then exhale, go all the way down into a forward bend. Bend the knees and fold over, neck and shoulders relaxed. Yep, all the way down on exhale. And inhale all the way up in a circle. Exhale all the way down, forward bend. Yeah, very simple. That's it. Good. And stay with that breath. Okay. Beautiful. Really good, everyone. Yeah. Just inhale, come up in a circle. Exhale, circle down. And on your next exhale, come down and stay down. 4 full breath cycles. Next time you're there, just hang out in the forward bend and do this deep breathing. Yeah. Inhale, lift a little bit to give your chest room to expand. Exhale, sink deeper. Yeah. Inhale, receive what you need. Exhale, release what you don't need. Beautiful. 2 more breath cycles. Stay in the forward bend. Good. Okay. And on your next inhale, come all the way up in a circle, hands above. Exhale, hands to your heart. And resting breath. Heartbeat settles, breath settles. Now, would everybody take a big stride back with one leg, about 1 meter? One leg goes back. Good. Back leg stays straight. Front knee flexes. Okay, so the front knee's a little bit bent, back leg stays straight. That's it. Good. Inhale, back arch, come in a circle. Exhale, forward bend, go down over the front knee. Yeah. That's it. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, go all the way down. Yeah. Make the legs very stable so the back foot is out to the edge of the mat. You know, a little bit of space between the feet. Just very stable. So you can inhale, come up. Exhale, go down. Good. Okay. Keep going. On your next inhale, come up and stay in the back arch. Stay up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good. One more inhale. Then exhale, forward bend, come all the way down and step the back foot forward, feet together. Inhale all the way up in a circle. Exhale, hands to your heart. Beautiful. Resting breath. Soft hands. Okay, good. And please step your other foot back now. Very stable. Back foot, there's space between the feet. The back foot is out towards the edge of the mat. Very stable. Back leg straight. Front knee flexes. And come again. Inhale, back arch. Exhale, forward bend. Good. Flow like that. Just you move to your own breath. Okay? Has nothing to do with what it looks like. There's no wrong or right way to do this. It's just you being close with your body and your breath. Okay. A little time in the day for you to nurture your own body and breath. Good. Okay, now stay up in the back arch. 3 breath cycles. Yeah. Inhale, deepen the arch a little bit. Exhale, ease the arch. Good. Inhale, stay with that breath. Exhale, ease. One more inhale, deepen the arch. And exhale, forward bend, come down. And step the back foot forward, feet together. Then all the way up on inhale, arms right above. Exhale, hands to the heart. And resting breath. Good, soft hands. Heartbeat settles, breath settles. Really good. Okay. Now, would you take a wide stance on your mat? So legs in a triangle. Like Legs wide apart. Good. Inhale, arms out to the side, horizontal. Exhale, left hand goes to left foot and look up at the hand above. Good. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, right hand goes to right foot. Good. And repeat that. Inhale, back to the middle. Exhale, go to one side. Good. Yeah, no rush at all. Just stay with the breath. Equal length of inhale and exhale, and a little pause between each breath. No struggle. Good. 2 more times each side. Keep going. Okay, good. Now the next time you come down, stay down. 4 breath cycles. On the inhale, ease the twist by looking at the floor. Good. Exhale, look towards the hand above. Just whatever's comfortable for your neck. Inhale, ease, look at the floor. Exhale, look towards the hand above. Good. Really good. Okay, good. 1 more exhale. Then inhale all the way up, arms out to the side. And exhale, go to the other side and stay. Okay. And just be with your breath. You're with your breath, you're with your life. It's this closeness that you have, you and your breath. Good. 1 more inhale, 1 more exhale. Then inhale to the center, arms outstretched. Pause, exhale, forward bend, come down the front, all the way down, and just stay down. 4 breath cycles. And just hang out in the forward bend. Inhale, just lift a little bit to let the breath fill the chest. Exhale, sink deeper. No rush, let the breath be full, and then let the body empty. Good. Inhale, receive. Exhale, release. Okay, 1 more exhale. Then inhale all the way up, arms out to the side. And exhale, hands to the heart. And step the feet together. Good. Resting breath. Soft hands, fingertips touching, heels of the hand touching. But a soft space in the hands, like you could hold a flower without crushing the petals. Let the heartbeat settle, breath settle. And please, would you now lie down on your back and hold your knees, one hand on each knee. Beautiful. And just take a moment to get used to being on your back. And you can close your eyes in all postures that aren't standing. Good. Okay, now from here, with the breath, would you do this? Inhale, both arms go over your head to the floor and point the feet to the ceiling so the legs come right up. The back stays on the ground. Just raise the legs, arms go over on inhale. Yep. Inhale, arms over, legs up. Exhale, hug the knees. Beautiful. That's beautiful, Tracy. Yep. Inhale, arms over, legs up. Exhale, hug the knees. Yeah, bring them back down on exhale. Yeah. Inhale like a flower opening. Exhale, gather everything in. Bring the knees to the chest. Good, yeah, just 3 more times moving. Good, really good. Okay, 1 more time. Inhale, arms over, legs up. Exhale, hug the knees. And just rest. Good. Okay, now would you put your feet on the floor and keep the knees bent? Arms by your sides. Bring your heels in close to your body. And lower your chin a little bit towards your sternum. The head stays on the ground, but just tuck the chin in a little bit to feel the length of the neck. Yeah. Preparing for a back arch. With the breath, on inhale, both arms go over your head to the floor and arch the spine off the ground. So lift the hips towards the ceiling. Yeah, that's it. Inhale, arching, arms go over. Exhale, arms come down, spine comes down. Beautiful. Inhale, arms all the way over, lift the back off the ground. Pause. Exhale, arms down, spine down. This is the kindest thing you can do for your spine, for your back. Just inhale, rolling up. Exhale, rolling down. Beautiful. Okay. The next time you come up, stay in the back arch. 3 breath cycles. Inhale, deepen the arch. Exhale, ease the arch. Good. Okay, 1 more inhale, deepen the arch. And then exhale, come down, hold the knees. And just rest. and this little final movement, would you extend your arms out to the side but keep the knees lifted? So we're preparing for a twist in the base of the body. If you want less demand on the lower back, you can place your feet on the floor with the knees bent, or you can have the knees lifted. Okay. And would you do this? Inhale, do nothing. Just fill the body with breath. On exhale, both legs go to one side and turn your head down the opposite arm. So look the opposite way. Pause. Inhale back to the center. Pause. Exhale, go to the other side. Yeah, beautiful. And just repeat that. The most releasing asana. Just lying down twist. If you've had a big day, things building up, you just inhale, receive what you need, what's new. Exhale, release, release, release. Yeah. Almost like you're laying down beside a quiet river, one hand trailing in the water. Laying down, resting, breathing. On your next exhale, would you come down and stay in the twist and just be with your breath? That soft breath in the chest, base of the throat, sounds like the ocean. Just inhale, pause, exhale, pause. Good. One more exhale. Then inhale to the center. Pause. Exhale, go to the other side. Stay. Body loves its breath. Body loves to be with its breath. Good, okay. One more exhale. Then inhale to the center and hold the knees. And just rest. Good, and then stretch out fully and just lay down however's most comfortable for you. Release the breath. You no longer have to articulate the breath in any way. Just let the body breathe on its own. And close your eyes and just rest. And sink down. the whole body sink into the earth. Let the feet be soft and sink down. Toes relaxed. Let the legs be heavy on the ground. Like logs on the forest floor. Whole back is resting. Shoulders relaxed. Arms are resting. Wrists are soft. And the head too, sinking down. Feel the point where the head meets the earth, and let the whole head sink into that point. Let the brain be heavy on the ground, which means the face can relax. Jaw relaxed. Eyes resting. Whole body resting. Yeah. And notice there's a kind of stillness in the body. Just like there's a stillness in the land, a stillness in the trees, stillness in the mountains. That same stillness is there in the body. It's just there. So just have a lovely rest. You are Mother Nature resting in Mother Nature. Now, keep resting, but while you're resting here, would you just find that breath again? See if you can make that soft sound in the throat as you lay here, like a quiet river. Good. And please, would you do this? On inhale, both arms come over your head to the floor. Exhale, lower your arms back to your sides. Good. And just please repeat that. Inhale, arms over. Exhale, arms down, with that soft breath in the chest. Just another 6 times or so. No rush. Beautiful. 3 more times. This is yoga, the body movement linked to the breath movement. The mind follows the breath. Good. 2 more breath cycles. Good. 1 more breath cycle. And then just rest with your arms by your sides. Okay. Now extend one arm out to the side and roll to one side and bring the knees in a little bit, like make a cushion with your arm and bring the knees in, curl up. Notice how good that feels. Good. And please, would everybody come and sit? Come and sit up. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. So, sorry I went a little bit 7 minutes over, but there was a necessity for the proper rest. But so what we did there was a yoga practice. So we did asana, which is the postures. With the breath, we did shavasana, which is the resting at the end, just lying down. And then we did a little more moving and breathing with the arms lying down, a little pranayama it's called. But I hope to show you just how simple this is. you know, just 15 minutes a day, something like that, is all you need. And yeah, 15 minutes a day is better than 3 hours once a week. I promise you. So yeah, and I can so appreciate everyone's sincerity, and I can see everyone enjoying this. I see my job is to be available to support you to have a practice like that every day, so I'm completely available. I can add you, if you like, to my mailing list for yoga education in schools. And later today I'll send out some videos that you can follow along to, that very clearly. I've got a practice for going to sleep at night, all laying down, if you're completely exhausted. And then something like that for the morning, things like that, yeah. So that's your practice, and that's the absolute priority. And then when you have, with kids, you can just start by showing them that breath and see how they respond. I've taught 7-year-olds, schools of 7-year-olds who just that breath, and they run with it. So, yeah.
Thank
very
you,
much.
Andrew. That was really fabulous. So calming and relaxing.
Good.
Can I quickly ask a question? I'm not sure why the echo is coming.
Yes, please.
Are you guys hearing me?
Oh, yeah, that's good. All questions welcome.
So my question was around when we were doing the movement. What I found was the inhale was fine, the movement that was kind of in sync, but the exhale wasn't in sync. So I wasn't able to coordinate the exhale of the breath and movement very well.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Right.
there anything you can do to do that better?
Right. So it was natural for you to inhale and bring the arms up.
Yeah.
But it didn't feel so natural at first to exhale and bring the arms down. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's very common. It's just a new thing in our lives. You know, we didn't grow up doing this. It's this new breathing, and it just, over time, very quickly, the body gets used to it. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, no problem. It's very normal. Yep. It's a new skill or a new activity.
Right. Thank you.
Any other questions from people? Or observations? Do people feel better?
I could go to.
Say that again.
I could go right now.
It's cutting out a little bit. I want to hear what you're saying.
I said go to right now.
Oh, go to sleep. Yeah, go to sleep. Yeah, I hear you, and everyone here is so, like, working so hard for people, for children, and for the community, and in schools. And there's a real, like, you need. Krishnamacharya said the mothers are the nurturers of the community, but the mothers need to be nurtured themselves. You know, so this is there as your 15 minutes of rest and rejuvenation. And you deserve to have that in your day, because then you're looking after people non-stop. Yeah, so you need to be looked after and have a good rest too. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Andrew.
You're so welcome. Yeah, it was good for you.
Yes.
All
All
right.
right.
I'll
I'll
close
close
it
it
to
to
the
the
Thank
Karakia.
you
Thank
so
you
much,
so much,
Andrew, for
Andrew, for
coming along.
Really, really appreciate it.
And I
And I
think
think
this is so
so
important.
important.
It's a
It's a
reminder for
reminder
us
for
to
us to
actually
actually
take the
take the
time for
time for
ourselves,
ourselves,
especially when
especially
we
when
are
we are
caring
caring
for
for
others.
others.
Really
Really
important.
important.
Unuhia,
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 Kia,
ki
Kibulu
kapu nui.
Kapunui.
Kia
Kia
watia,
Watia,
kia
Kia
mama,
Mama,
te nekau.
Tenekau.
Te
Te
tinana,
Tinana,
te
Te
wairua,
Wairua,
i te
I te
ara
Ara
takapu.
Takapu.
Toia
Toia
ra
Ra
nongo,
Nonko,
a kairia
Kairia
ake ki
Aki
runga.
Kirunga.
Kia
Kia
tina,
Tina,
hui e,
Huie,
taiki.
Taiki.
Thank you,
Thank you,
everybody,
everybody,
for
for
joining
joining
us.
us.